All right, Alex, thank you. The United States' longest war, this 20-year war coming to an unceremonious end, quote unquote, leaving many questions about our national security here in the U.S. and the future of Afghanistan, which is now in the control of the Taliban. Joining me now for more on this is Navy veteran and Congressman from Texas, Ronny Jackson. Congressman, it's nice to have you back on the show. It's getting this whole diplomatic angle that the administration is now going to take to get these hundreds of Americans out of the country who are still there is an insult to anyone that's ever served. We're the country of no man left behind. We just left hundreds behind. How do they get out?
Well, it's ridiculous, Rob. If they couldn't get out with all the troops there and with all the diplomatic support there just a few days ago, they're certainly not going to get out now that they're gone. Their only option at this point is to take these dangerous, treacherous treks, like 6, 8, 10 hours across the country, try to get to across the border to another country. And they have to cross through multiple Taliban checkpoints on the way. I mean, it's incredible, the situation that we put American citizens in. These are our American citizens, and we have left them to fend for themselves in the middle of the most heinous terrorist group on the planet. If they get captured by ISIS, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be horrible. We're going to see the images that we saw in the Obama administration with the orange jumpsuits again and people being decapitated on camera. That's the kind of stuff that's out there. And I cannot believe we did this. It's shameful. It is embarrassing. It's shameful. And it just makes my blood boil. It really does.
Yeah, I'm with you. It was interesting. On CNN last night, an American citizen who was stuck behind enemy lines there, she said very poignantly, and I don't think the anchor, Chris Cuomo, of all people, was expecting her to say what she said. Take a listen.
The last flight is gone, and we're left behind. It's heartbreaking to see that with all this, what's going on, no one heard us, that we are in danger and we need to be safe. And I start shouting, hey, I'm an American, please open the gate. I'm here to go home. So they didn't hear me. I don't know anymore what to believe anymore. I don't believe in anybody anymore because they've been fooling me for past 10 days, back and forth, stories after stories. I just can't believe no one told me that this is the last flight. If American could not help me when they were on the ground, how will they help me now when no one is here? That's my question.
Congressman, the president is going to address the nation today, not in prime time, which is shameful, given this is a big moment in our history. What about people like that American citizen who's stuck in Kabul right now, who was well outside of the city and was not able to get on a plane? What about people like her?
Rob, I have seven people from my district that are in the same situation. I have a woman and 3 children who's been trying for over a week to get out. She's followed every single direction the State Department gave her. She's been to the gate multiple times. She was 200 feet from the gate the other day, and they wouldn't let her in. She went back and she hit a checkpoint, a Taliban checkpoint. They struck her 15-year-old son in the head. They beat her uncle up, and they put a gun to her head and told her they didn't care who she was or what her passport said. If she came back to the checkpoint, they were going to kill her. I mean, these are American citizens, U.S. citizens that are being treated this way. The State Department did nothing to help her, absolutely nothing.
The State Department also doesn't have an exact number, which I don't even know how that's possible. They don't have an exact number of how many Americans are in the country. Just quickly, Congressman, I know that you've been up dealing with this. You haven't slept. How do we get people like that out? What are you doing right now to try and alert the State Department to this emergency?
Well, we're pushing everything to the State Department. We've been doing that for a week, and it hasn't done any good. And I don't think that it's going to do any good now, to be honest with you. We're working with private groups right now, or trying to go in and go into Afghanistan discreetly, gather these people up, shepherd them to a border area somewhere, and get them across. And we're trying to find donors, and there are a lot of generous people out there that are giving lots of money to pay the money that these people need to get through the checkpoints, because that's really the only thing that's potentially going to get them through. So we're doing everything we can to get them out back door with private citizens, because our own United States government failed miserably.
I'm so sorry that it's come to that, but keep us posted on your progress. The Taliban, meantime, celebrating at Kabul airport last night, firing guns into the air after we left. Hundreds of Americans behind. Congressman Ronny Jackson, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it. Good to see you.
Thank you, Rob.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.